Hello, everyone. My name is Robin Graves, and this is the world according to Graves. Um, Before I get started, I get the stupid movie thing out of the way. Some fan insists I do. Let's see what have I got here? What was handed to me by my? Let's see. Oh shit! Deadpool 2. Yes, it's good. Whatever. Anyway, let me get us a little bit of sippage here. Hold on. Oh, you know, it's about the nastiest shit I've ever tasted. I'm not gonna show that. No, that's you go over here where you're not gonna hurt anyone. Good. We're gonna continue this time with when we started last time. Shit that pisses me off. There's a lot of shit that does. Evidently, there is. Whoever's been watching these videos knows I get pissed off by a lot of things. And those who know me know that I have great reason to, and I usually explain why it pisses me off. I have no problem talking about the elephant in the fucking room. I want to talk about Nike for a moment. We're going to hit a few things here. We're going to get a lot out of the way today because, well, I'm running low on time getting this out. It should have been on Friday. It's, what, Wednesday now? Yeah, it tells you how busy I've been. I want to talk about Nike. They have a saying, just do it. Well, Nike did it. They went out, just did it perfectly. Now they're in a plummeting death fucking spiral. They hired Kalen Kaepernick to be their new face of Nike. Talking about how no matter what you do, no matter what you lose, do it. Fucker lost nothing. He's still rich. He's still famous. He's still got his own, his home. Still married to a woman, whatever he's married to. Still has this fucked up afro. They hired him to be the new face of Nike, and he's starting to talk about how no matter what it takes, no matter what you lose, just do it. He didn't lose anything. The people that lost things were people who went to Afghanistan, Iraq, everything. He's overseas now, fighting in a war in Syria that we know that our news won't talk about. They don't want to. They don't want us to know what's going on. These people who have gone over there because they believe in what our country means, what our military stands for. They believe in the American people. They believe in duty, and they don't come home. They lost their, they lost their lives, and their families are paying for it today. The wives are now single, they're husbandless, kids are fatherless. Those people lost everything. Everything. Why did Kaepernick lose? A multi-million-dollar contract, which is probably another he's going to get paid anyway. He lost nothing. Zilch. Zero. That pisses me off. Because he wants to go out there and destroy the NFL. Destroy people's faith in the great game here, of America. It's being boycotted by more and more people daily. He wants to go and talk about how he's being oppressed. How white people oppress him. America oppresses him. He didn't look oppressed to me. He looked pretty damn well off. In fact, I think I'm probably more oppressed by white America than he ever was. In fact, wasn't he adopted by white people? Rich white people who gave him everything he wanted. He's got millions. He's had a great education, a wonderful childhood. There are a lot of people out there that never had a childhood. They never had anything as a child. Their parents were too poor. Kaepernick lost nothing. He risked nothing. This was all a calculated move by Kaepernick to get famous. Call me wrong. I dare you. But look at the whole situation. When he got thrown off the team, he couldn't play anymore. He got even more famous. He is a household name now because he destroyed the NFL. He destroyed football. He destroyed a lot of things that people spent their lives with. Now they don't spend their lives with it at all. He's pretty much turned into the social justice warrior type. Which brings me to the next subject. Get my notes here because I can't memorize all this stupid shit. Let me ask you a question. We're going to make this into a riddle for you. What does the term transgender, cisgender, non-binary, genderqueer, gender fluid, aromantic, see, bigender, bicurious, pansexual, polysexual, erasure, erasexual, cissexual. What does all that have in common? Those are the fucking genders that somebody made up. Yeah, that's the shit that the gay community wants to put out and say that's what they are because for some reason they've decided they're special. They're not male. They're not female. They're everything else. Half of these words actually terms came from sci-fi novels. I can prove that later on. I'll bring up some other ones that came from sci-fi novels also. You know, they want to go out and they want to start this thing. If you call them male or female, they get triggered. You know what triggered means? It's a term that means, oh, I want to throw a hissy fucking fit because I'm an overprivileged piece of shit. That's what triggered means. They're the ones who came up with the term triggered. He triggered me, that's why I slapped him so I should be set free. You know what? You know what fucking triggers me? You fuckers out there getting triggered because, well, you're idiots. Prove it. Prove me wrong. Prove to me you're not an idiot. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not just because you want to be a certain sexual orientation that makes that an actual gender. Chromosomes prove your gender. X and Y. 2 X's or 2 Y's. There is no difference. You might get an abnormality where there's a double XY or X double Y. But those are, well, if you want to be down to earth about it, mutations, and you know, that's it. Your aberrations. Usually those become kind of a really big medical problem. I've known one before. She actually got to choose which gender she wanted because her chromosomes were so screwed up. She was born with both, male and female genitalia. She got to pick it when she turned 18, what she wanted, had all the surgery done. She became a girl. Just because she did, there were a few people that I knew that decided because they're guys, they want to be women. If you guys want to know what it takes to, for a male to become female, it's scary. That's not a vagina, that's a wound. That is an open fucking wound. Do some research in it. Now, let's do something else here. Zir, ear, per, self, here, ver, vis, vers, zin, bun, thon, if, nis. Yep, those are pronouns. And that's not an exhaustive list either. There are quite a few others. And these so-called transgenders get all pissed off because you don't use the right pronoun for them. How do we know what your fucking pronoun is? Nobody, we don't know. You have so many, you change them daily. I tell you, once you wear a fucking sign around your neck with whatever gender you're picking for the day, and that way we'll get it right. You won't have to go triggered and pissed off and throw a screaming fit. Yes, right now, I'm a little pissed off about that. That does piss me off. That pisses me off mightily. And this is all, the whole thing about gender. I'm going to commit a mind crime here. There are only 2 genders, male and female. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. And your gender is dictated by chromosomes. This is established fucking science, which goes into the next bit. I'm going to make today short. I don't have a lot of time. I didn't sleep a lot last night. I'm dragging ass so bad today, and I'm so behind on a lot of things. I'm going to piss you off big time because this pisses me off. A lot of science, and this leads right into what I said about science, leads right into this. A lot of science about sexuality, the genders, and global warming. Global warming. And it's not just the left that's guilty of this, it's also the right. You got as many stat cases on the right as you do on the left. We'll get to them later on. If not today, the next one. There's a lot of science that has proven that a lot of SJWs are wrong. Proven the left is wrong when it comes to global warming, when it comes to gender, sexuality. There's only two genders. It's male or female. It's dictated by chromosomes. That is established science, has been established science for a very, very goddamn long time. Now, with established science uh, comes detractors, a lot of them on the left. They don't want to go with established studies, established science of what is what. They won't accept it. They won't accept the procedures. They want their own procedures done. You know, like they're so fucking bright. They won't. They will bully scientists. They will call them out. They will cite studies by scientists of their choosing who will use their methods. Their methods. They have these methods. These SJWs can't even tell you which is the dirtiest side of their house, but they know scientific methodology. Yeah, okay. But anything that does not entail their methods of discovering anything, they will fight about. They will argue, discount it, tell you how it's wrong. This is the whole situation where instead of doing something to find an answer, make the answer first, then find a way to prove that answer. It's not a true scientific methodology. It's not even a true way of thinking. It's just you're picking and choosing. They will discount any kind of evidence that is contrary to what they want in the study. Same thing with global warming. Global warming. It's snowing here in the south last winter, 14 inches of snow. We're wondering why. First thing happens, an SJW, some leftist who believes global warming, says, that's what global warming does. Okay, yeah, wait, hold it. In the 70s, you said new ice age. Then you said global warming. We caught your asses up being stupid about that. It became climate change. Al Gore convinced too many people for a lot of money to agree with him. Al Gore didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. The guy was a shit politician and a second-rate human being. He was not even a scientist. He was nothing to do with that. How he come up with these things, who knows? Well, he used a lot of pictures, like the polar bear sitting on a tiny block of ice out in the water, and him saying, this is what the South Pole looks like. No, that's not true. Global warming has been disproven so many times. But you can't say anything about that because, well, you got all these people on the left saying how they come up with these ways of proving it wrong was wrong. It's their way or no way at all. There are more scientists who have proven it wrong. Even a scientist proved it right came forward and said we were paid to say that global warming exists. The only thing about global warming that's true is it's wrong. It doesn't exist. You know, they're saying this is the hottest summer, ever. Look it up. When they say that, look it up. They're wrong. I was told here in Georgia last summer it was the hottest summer in history. No, I proved to them they were wrong. The hottest summer recorded was in 1914. It got to 102 degrees here in Atlanta. Yeah, it gets hot here in Atlanta. It doesn't get to 102 for anything over 100 degrees for any extended period of time, like maybe a few minutes. It's the humidity here that gets you. But being 98 degrees for a week straight, hottest summer in known history. Well, what these assholes don't understand is that a lot of these temperatures that are recorded aren't exactly accurate about history. So a lot of temperatures weren't recorded before 1910. I can tell you that with all due truth. I was a former storm chaser for the NWS, National Weather Service. I had to know this stuff. I have to know exactly what temperatures do at what humidity. I had to know that. My life depended on it. So, all you out there want to talk about how global warming is the gospel truth. Well, yeah, it is to you because you guys formed a fucking religion around it. You have your own dogma, just like the atheists want to go out there and start the church of atheism. They became what they hated the most. And trust me, you SJWs want to push global warming. or climate change. You will do anything and everything you can to prove you're right, short of telling the truth. So, guys, I told you we're going to hit several things. I hope we did hit several things. I hope I actually spoke to a few of you. And you guys make sense of my ramblings today. I am dead tired. I have not slept since yesterday. Uh, I'm dead. But anyway, guys, tell you what. Next time we're going to be talking about a couple more things. I want to bring up Joel Osteen again. I like picking on that guy. He's so full of shit. My God. His prosperity gospel. Jesus wants you to have that popsicle. As he closes his eyes, he just want to see the bullshit he's spewing. Yeah, so anyway, join me next week or next time. Believe me, you don't want to know how busy I am. Here I am, I got heart disease. Can't work, so people want to keep me busy. Assholes. Anyway, join me next time where we will continue to talk about shit that pisses me off. All you have a good time. Remember, my name is Robin Graves. This has been The World According to Graves. You guys be good to one another. Peace.